When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game.
It's open.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, going to the air. Picked off in the opening. Stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
That is the worst throw I have ever seen.
The toss to the right. Look out, he's got room. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle
That's
the senior.
crazy.
He picks up some valuable ground. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham
It is the
proud.
worst throw
I'm
I
gonna need a
have
little
ever
education.
seen.
Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
It's reading. Oh, yeah, reading code.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. And tackled there by the defense. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Quarterback on the move, still looking.
Where you running to, huh? Come on now.
From the defense, they knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Hunt is on its way. He's got it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third down, he drops to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Did y'all just push me back?
A good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself.
Damn, Zero, get out there.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
How is he getting the so fast?
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. fires to the middle.
That's bad.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Come on, man.
Kickoff.
Come on, man.
What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, SMU.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And the Trojans will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Moving away from pressure. Going right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The toss sweep to the right.
Way to not dive early.
To turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
How about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Fox. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
Pancaking, but we getting back there.
They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
There we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab right on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, and they're going to lose yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball
first
go.
half turnovers.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He makes the grab. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
He lets it fly.
He caught that.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Grab the short
Everybody
pass
makes
to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Overton.
See, that doesn't make sense to me. Why are we so worried about a DB that won't even play? Like, what are we doing with
But it's the
this?
defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side.
Oh, I can't get this protected.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to scramble. Fires left. Got it on the outside. It's Overton. Across
He always
the 50
comments
and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front as steak.
He literally joined
My
just
goodness.
to
You have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful. And I don't even like quarterbacks or want to play quarterback.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown.
So you pay attention.
They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air.
Boy,
I got him. I got to step
Coop got off that line now.
And the ball was thrown perfectly out
Johnny,
front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
Why is he? They're not going to let me complete that.
He's looking to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead is 8.
Great
that was
blocking,
a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Good sack.
Pressure is all
Who is
over
that?
him, and he can't
This
get it
should be
off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach. That they will take the penalty.
All right. Actually, I like that. He's good.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Oh, that's not a knockout?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big.
So did we really just fall for the play action and not like getting up?
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past.
A shot toward the end zone.
That's a good play.
And it's caught. Touchdown USC.
And it's so underrated.
Hey, he got Bethel wrong.
QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ritter out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over UConn. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Handoff to the single running back. Breaks into the open.
See, like, thank you. Like, that's the blocking I want right there.
They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That's the blocking I want right there. That shit right there. No second, no safety nonsense. That's the block right there. There we go. There we go. Like, that's the blocking I want. That right there. Like, do not worry about that safety. He is the last line of defense.
Playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah. I think it was Ruggles.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Back to the backers.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Oh!
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's a great
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey.
Oh, shit.
Flips it out to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finally running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first
There you
down.
go. There you go. No! Oh, man, that's poor user. He's not breaking that, bro.
I love when QBs
Pocket passer should have got sacked, and I bet that was one of my freaking hybrids.
I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got
That's
the
a catch.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable,
great play, 11.
If you're an offensive coordinator.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield.
Me! Come on, man!
Deep in his own end.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out.
That same blocking.
Throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run deep down.
You gotta be fucking, bro.
And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it.
And this nigga can't throw.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Look, you see him? You see him? Open it.
It's Overton. Pushes ahead for a
Too far. Why is all of this shit?
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, my dumb ass.
And we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Have been doing that the whole time.
This 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Shaded inside.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
How? How did you drop?
Desperately wanted to
but this nigga can throw a bomb up to a random and catch that shit. Like, come on.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quick handoff.
I done watch niggas get up off the ground faster than that and make tackles. Why am I still on the turf?
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Okay.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Looking to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side.
Oh, you run away, Addison. Run away, Addison. Yes, sir.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll
beautiful ball.
Touchdown, Mustangs.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an
this nigga can throw a lean back spiral, but can't throw. Man, it's horrible.
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free. He sees him, catches him, and walks right into the end zone.
Out of the gun, looking to throw.
Levels, man!
In the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will
anything short and medium, this nigga can complete. But if it's a deep ball, yikes.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far.
Go get his ass.
The upset. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here.
Woo! Way to separate that ball from me.
There, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey.
My nigga, you just ran around this nigga. Come on, Lindsey.
They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at
Did you just get burnt? I was about to say.
Incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incomplete.
He's going to let it go.
So, I'm trying to switch it to the line.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. There he goes. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Trying to get behind the defense.
This shit worked. It worked.
He's got it along the sideline. Turning on the Jets.
No, don't click off. Come on, don't click off. No, don't hurry up.
Create an opportunity for big plays.
And man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Direct snap. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Scrambling away. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Grab behind the line, it's Jordan. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Oh, this that one play.
Here comes the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be
y'all niggas really found a tush push on college football. Y'all sad.
I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep.
Oh, hell no.
Making the right decision. So I love it here. 3rd down. You're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Caught in the backfield.
Niggas really find a guaranteed 1-yard play on this shit.
Pass play, they pick up a few. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
Oh, man. That nigga's funny.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. To the air. It's Lindsey. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of
it is picked off!
Drive with a turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll off one deep down the left side.
Get up!
Inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that
beautiful ball.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team, offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, ran into the goddamn.
Care about the beauty contest. Like your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only...
There we go. Like, this dumbass nigga really ran into the damn deal. Run to him again.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll line up to go for 2. Back has it. Into the end zone he goes with a 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
They was chill for the most part.
This
nigga ran this bull. This nigga ran this bull.
Could really put this drive into high gear as they
damn. All right.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
You ran it again?
He'll pull it down.
You're not going home. Hell no, you're not going home.
This sophomore learning when to just do it himself.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. It just
he has
that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and
get first down. 3 times?
Pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Oh, damn, I just got pancaked.
Get it himself. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lindsey. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense...
Deep shot for the end zone.
That really got open.
Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Oh, that's
much
great.
drives
Very
more
good.
anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it down the
Oh God, this nigga.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
I ain't gonna get it off. Oh God, if that nigga went home with that. Ooh-wee.
I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams
nice little shootout, huh?
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm...
All game.